Yeah, excited to add Lee. Dynamic post player, great size, inside out, smart, going to pick up actions quick. So looking forward to adding her to the mix.
What were your initial thoughts when the trade was announced?
Yeah, I mean, we need post help right now, especially, and to be able to add such a young asset for the future is great. So just excited.
How difficult has it been just to deal with a roster that's changing? And then how has that presented growth opportunities for you as a coach?
Yeah, just constantly being challenged in all sorts of ways to make the pieces fit together in the short term while still trying to establish who we're going to be in the long term. So that's the balance of instilling, our fundamentals while still making sure it makes sense for who the current personnel are. Yeah.
What are some things that stand out about Lee's versatility as someone who can shoot and also play inside as well?
Yeah, really good three-point shooter, and so confident in her ability to stretch the floor. And also, at times maybe gets a little uncomfortable out there, so we just gotta encourage her to find the balance of being able to space the floor, and that'll be great, but also, bring that size down to the rim and put pressure on the paint with rolls and put, with her size for offensive rebounding as well. So, just inside out, excited.
And what do you like about what she brings defensively? Obviously 6'7" brings rim protection.
Rim protection for sure, and I think she's got quicker feet than most people think, right? They think, she can move. She's more mobile than you think. She gets down in a stance and moves her feet. So I think she'll be just fine. She can communicate early, put herself in good spots early, and continue to use her line.
We saw a little bit of it with Louisa, who can shoot from the outside. Yeah. How does it help you now that you have Lee, having bigs who can shoot in that free-flowing offense?
Yeah, totally. It just opens up the floor more for our guards, right? Just lots of space there when they have to honor them at the perimeter.
And then defensively, you have a couple of bigs now that can really move their feet as well. With Louisa, in addition to Lee, just what do you like about long-term that versatility as you continue to lay the foundation?
Yeah, those are two good young pieces. The offensive versatility is fantastic, and then just both of them, with their defensive mobility, and I think they're two good pieces to invest in and build with.
Watching film from last game, it did seem like the offense was a little bit more smoother than it had been.
Yeah.
What are you seeing from the offensive progression so far?
Yeah, we've been really breaking it down and slowing it down and talking about the initial shape and structure, but now really diving into, okay, that breaks down. We need to connect better and get to a second action. So I think you saw more intention in that Vegas game, but also we were screening better, and a lot of times we were scoring off of the first action. So a little bit of both.
That's what I was going to ask, is there was a lot of down screen set I saw, and it seemed like the team was just getting it more. So how encouraging is that? Even though you guys are 1-11, how encouraging is that to see?
Yeah, I thought we were able to get separation from the defense and get Arike into space, get Paige off the screens. There was just good physical screening that if you can get your playmakers space, more times than not, they're going to make the right plays, whether that's scoring for themselves or, Arike had 8 assists as well. So it's the reads come a little more easier. We've struggled with teams that have been a little more physical and have kind of blown up our points of attack and put us on our heels. So we've got to be able to do that, against some of the better, more physical defensive teams as well. That's the challenge.
Is there anything that you can take away from the defensive side of the ball against the Aces games? I think they mentioned during practice maybe some of the switching calls could have been simplified or things of that nature. Just anything that stood out from the defensive side?
I think you saw in the third, just our compete at the point of attack was better in the second half. And so I'm just challenging us to have more discipline and a more consistent compete right from the get-go. We come in waves too much right now. We need to really establish a consistency in our level of compete right from the get-go.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.